To the curious mind, perception may be something someone thinks about often. I found myself wondering this at a young age, if the green I see and the green someone else sees is really the same. I still think about these things and have been since I was about 8. At the same time, I discovered what we see as a reflection of light because of my optometrist. The fact didn't really matter to me, but the idea that someone could be seeing the world completely different and I wasn't aware was amazing. But of course, I forgot about this as most kids would. Everyone gains a perception of color the same way. Light reflects off objects, goes through our cornea, pupil, and lens before hitting our retina. The retina triggers photoreceptors, and these send signals to our brain, making the image that we see. Smell is also something very interesting to think about. We inhale particles of the things around us, and the olfactory cells in our nose send signals to the brain to recognize and process these smells. Why do I talk about all of this? Well, it's to describe this. Our brain processes everything, no exceptions. Senses as well as emotions and everything else we could possibly need. If you have to use the bathroom, your brain will tell you. If you jump at a scary movie, your brain made you do that. A section of the brain translates your senses. It's fairly simple and sectioned off well. These pieces of the brain don't mix or twine together, though the nerves that send signals to the places do, and sometimes they constantly send the same signal to 2 or more areas. This phenomenon is called synesthesia. This roughly translates to the crossing of senses from the Greek language. Around 4% of the population naturally experiences this without drugs or any induction. The population is very unrepresented and quiet because of their symptoms. Saying that the letter Q tastes like apple pie doesn't really sound sane, leading to psychological evaluation from the few that speak about their sensations. The first record of synesthesia is from George Sachs, who described his own sensation of colored hearing in 1812. This was a minor publication, though, compared to Gustav Fürst's writing, published in 1879. This was a 2-volume series, the first touching on the sensation of hearing, something and translating it into sight, or chromosynthesia. He also wrote about color association with letters, specifically vowels, known as grapheme synesthesia, and now labeled underneath ideesthesia. In 1881, translating smell into other senses was recognized as a form of synesthesia. In 1889, synesthesia was a topic at the Conference of Physiological Psychology in Paris. Mary Calkins, the first woman to be offered a PhD from Harvard and the first female president of the American Sociology Association, wrote numerous papers and conducted surveys and ideas on the topic. This may seem like a lot. Synesthesia is not often talked about outside of the psychology field. Some have come to this conclusion that we are all born with synesthesia and we grow out of it, while others believe it's some sort of brain trauma at a young age to start the growth of this. There is also signs that synesthesia has been passed down genetically, though that has not been proven yet or had substantial research. Word synesthesia online. It was something that I didn't find just fascinating, relatable. The only issue was that I was not creative, as most people diagnosed with this are, so I couldn't have this brain development. What I experienced as being normal and unspoken about in daily life, possibly some sort of taboo, so I let it go. In my 12th summer, I found that my friend could not see what she was hearing. I was amazed by this, having this connection my whole life, and to imagine not having synesthesia didn't seem normal. Why can't everyone else see what I see? Well, to say see is a very normal term for something abnormal. I like to consider what I see when I hear on another plane of vision entirely, or the mind's eye. It's like an edited photo layer, and what you see in the day is the first layer, while I have the second layer of added visual effects. In all honesty, I had never spoken about this to a large group of people I don't trust immensely. Synesthesia to me is a long-held secret, which shouldn't be a secret. Why hide this? Why can't I voice my descriptions to the people around me? Because it's something unknown. And if you can't see it, you don't believe it, right? About this to a large group of people I don't trust immensely. Synesthesia to me is a long-held secret. It shouldn't be a secret. Why hide this? Why should I not voice my descriptions to what people see around me? Because it's something unknown. You can't see it, you don't believe it, right? In all honesty, I understand that train of thought. I need proof to back up people's claims. Sadly, there isn't much definite proof anyone can receive on this without a large amount of money at their disposal. What I can do, though, is do something I've seen numerous other synesthesians do, and try to capture what I see on the paper. I am no means an artist at all, but I know the visual aid is something that people can make. help people, and the visual aid is something that can help people immensely, including myself. Right now, there's a song playing in the background, and this is the first 16 to 30th seconds of I Will Spend My Whole Life Loving You by Imaginary Future, which is a song I learned about and heard for the first time today, as well as the vocalists. I've never heard them before. I listened to it 3 times, and that is it. That's all I did, and I not painted, but I put onto my computer what I saw in a very rough, kind of gross way, but maybe it can help.